All right. So good day, everybody. Today we'll be continuing with guided essay. Okay. As usual, the discussion of the part. This is part 2 of paper 2. Yeah, will be on the basis of these three elements or these three criteria: the type, challenges, as well as tips. Okay, it will continue on for all the parts. Well, this is the second part of paper 2, and we have part 3 of paper 2, and that's it. Now let's look at the type. It's a guided essay based on a text stimulus. Okay, so the main idea that you need to remember here it is guided. Okay, the word limit is somewhere from 120 to 150 words. That is the word limit that they've given. Can you write more than that? Most definitely. Okay, this task is based on opinion. Okay, normally the development of the task would work this way. There will be a discussion. You will have to write the outcome of the discussion, and you will have to add your personal opinion. So the situation is given, and the students which are expected to develop the task, which is an outcome of a discussion. So the situation is given. So the students are to develop the task, which is an outcome of the discussion. So you are going to lay out the outcome of the discussion. Your teacher would ask you to write the essay based on a discussion, yet it has to be opinionated. So you have to find the balance between your opinion as well as the outcome of the discussion. Now, the challenge here is to understand the requirements of the questions. Again, as I told you, the primary challenge would always be understanding and fulfilling the requirement of the question. However, if you were to compare this to the previous one, there were a few requirements that you need to find out, list out, and abide by. Now, for this particular question, the requirements are stated in an explicit way, rather. Okay, so you need to understand the requirement of the questions, memahami kehendak soalan, and then maintain the essay and keep it confined around the outcome of the discussion. You need to thoroughly maintain the essay and keep it within the infringement of the discussion that happened in the classroom, you assume. Okay, but there would be a border given for the area within which your discussion stays. Okay, now grammar accuracy is important as well as the appropriate style and manner. Now, this is very important because we would want you to write a piece of essay which is accurate not just in terms of grammar, but also in terms of the style and the presentation, the manner you present the idea. So tips. Now, read the question carefully. I would repeat this for every part because this is the most essential criterion. Read the question carefully. After that, identify the key roles. What are the key roles? You need to understand the core idea of the task. Is it a reason? Is it causes? Is it implication? Is it consequences? Is it solutions? Is it remedial actions? Is it ways to overcome? Is it advantages and disadvantages? All these elements you will have to sift through very, very thoroughly, very, very carefully. Okay, and then identify your role. You see, when you were to identify the keywords, there can be more than one. They would ask you for causes as well as the solutions and your personal opinion. We'll see when we look at the examples. Now, identify your role, whereby your role must be clear. You need to be clear of your role. Who are you? And also your target audience. Basically, you need to base your outcome of discussion, and you need to put it forth in an effective way only if you know your role and your target audience well. Okay, or at least who has instructed you to write. Okay, and then develop the content points accordingly with WH questions. Now, in another 2 days to come, I will go in detail as to how you could develop an introduction and how you could develop the contents along the process. Okay, all right. We will go through those lessons in the days to come. Now, while writing, fulfill all the requirements of the task. Okay, fulfill all the requirements of the task. Keep your language at the right accuracy, precision, and length. Okay, keep it to the right accuracy, precision, and length. What would you understand by this? What would you understand by accuracy, precision, and length? You see, there is a word limit that's given 125 to 150. That's length. Precision, you need to somehow keep your essay precise within the stipulated word limit. Accuracy, the word choice, and how well you abide by the task. How well you fulfill the requirement of the task. Okay, and the decorum you apply onto the essay. Okay, it cannot be in an informal tone, it cannot be in a laid back tone, it cannot be extremely expressive. It does not need to be that way. It is precise, and the length is just apt. You have to realize that you've got 1.5 hours, and within that given time you've got to produce 3 essays of different length, different requirement, and different necessity. So keep that in your mind and have a balance. So when you write short communicative message, you'll have to set the focus onto fulfilling the requirement of the question. Now, when you write guided essay, you need to be able to fulfill the requirement of the question, at the same time show your language proficiency and prowess, and have a balance between opinion as well as outcome of a discussion. And then when you go to the third part, that is where you show your language proficiency. You exhibit your language proficiency more. All right? Be mindful just to respond to the task and maintain a holistic approach towards presenting the outcome of the discussion with your opinion as well. So it is somehow smeared with your opinion, but it is also an outcome of a discussion. Okay. Until now, have you got any questions, students?
No,
No,
sir.
I
sir.
assume no. All right. Okay. Now we'll look at a few samples. Okay. Now sample 1. Question 2, because it's question 2. Okay. Your class has been talking about hobby, and your teacher has asked you to write an essay about your hobby that you do during leisure time. In your essay, you should write about types of hobby you have, who influences your hobby, benefits of your hobby. Now let's go back. Here, you've read the question. Now identify the keyword, identify your role, identify your target audience. That's it. Now, if we were to go, give me a second. Right. If you were to go here, now we know that you are someone who has been directed by your teacher, who has been asked by your teacher to write about your hobby. So it's going to be all personal. So the discussion that was going on in the class was about individual hobbies. Okay, so now you will have to lay out the types of hobby you have and who influences your hobby and benefits of the hobby, the particular hobby that you have. All right. Okay. Now, the requirement of the question is to fulfill those 3 elements: types of hobbies you have, who influences your hobby, as well as the benefits of the hobby. Give me a second. All right. Okay. Now, this is a sample essay. Nick, are you in, Nick? Can you read this, Nick?
Yeah, hi, sir.
Yeah.
Hobby is a great way to spend your free time doing beneficial things rather than loitering around and causing trouble.
There are many types of hobby that people do in the world, and like others, I have my own hobby too. During my leisure time, I like to spend time reading. I like to read all kinds of reading material depending on my mood. Most of the time, I like to read novel because it takes my mind to a different world and journey. However, there are times I just read newspaper and improve my knowledge on latest issues and news. I started loving reading since I was 8 years old after I read the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. I was influenced by my parents who like reading too. Whenever we go to a shopping mall, we would go to a bookstore and we'll get a book, at least a book each. There are many benefits to reading. Firstly, it helped me build my imagination. It will it will be handy during essay writing in exam. Having a lot of information stored in your mind is a good thing because it will help you develop topic of conversation when meeting new people.
All right. Now, would you classify this particular essay to be of a very extensive level of maturity? Would you consider this to have a great deal of maturity in terms of its writing? Can I have your opinion on this essay, Kenneth? What would you think about this essay?
I think it's rather simple if you ask me lah. Because like the structure for the
Okay.
sentences are quite short, relatively simple.
And and they're very simple. The sentences are very simple, isn't it? And
Yeah.
do you see a lot of bombastic, grandiloquent words being thrown all over?
No.
I could hardly see any. No,
Yeah. There's none.
absolutely none. Yeah. It is very simple, it's very straightforward. And it is a tad bit childish, when you could relate the story of Jack and the Beanstalk as to how you develop reading. Well, at least Enid Blyton would have set it on the right momentum for a Form 5. But let's go back to this again. Maintain the essay and keep it confined around the outcome of the discussion. Is it fulfilled? Yes. Understanding the requirement of the question. Does it answer all the three requirements? Yes. Grammar accuracy. It may not be entirely accurate, but it is accurate to a certain extent with the appropriate style and manner. So all the challenges are met. Now, let's go back to this. Does it talk about the types of hobbies this person has? And who influences your hobby and benefits of hobby? Let's see if these three elements are catered to. Now, reading. So that's the type of hobby that this person has. Who influenced this person's reading? The writer's parents. And what are the benefits? 1, building imagination. 2, handy during essay writing. 3, it will help to develop a topic of conversation. Now, content point. This deserves we have 4 elements, right? Content, communicative achievement, and then we have organization and language. Content, can it go up to 5? Does it fulfill all the requirement of the question? What do you think?
Yeah, because it touches like all the topics, right?
Yeah, it does talk about every single requirement. So it fulfills. So this would possibly end somewhere near 14 to 16. Okay, over 20. Okay, or 12. If I would probably give a 12 to 15 or 12 to 16. That would be the range for this particular essay. Okay, all right. Now let's move on. Sample 2. Now, could I have a volunteer to read sample 2? The question.
Sir,
Yes, read. Your name and read, please. Who are you?
I'm
Because I can't see
Chanmugalan, sir.
you. Oh, okay, please read.
Uh, your class has participated in Let's Read activity organized by your school, and your teacher has asked to write an essay about the benefits of reading books. In your essay, you should write about genres of books you like to read, benefits of reading books, your recommendation to your friends.
Okay, see, it sounds as if you are from Canada because only people from Canada would pronounce about as about. Okay. Genres. Okay, GENRE is genres. Genres of books you like to read. So basically, the requirement of the role is you have participated in Let's Read activity organized by your school, and your teacher has therefore asked you to write about the benefits of reading books. Now, the requirements which are to be fulfilled would be genres of books you like to read, benefits of reading books, your recommendation to your friends. Now let's look at the sample answer. Now, can I have whom do I ask? Rishan, would you read the essay?
Yes,
The
sir.
sample essay? Yeah.
There are many genres of books that one can choose from. Thriller if you enjoy traveling with the characters, intense field storylines, fantasy if you are into fairy tales or romance, if you are more interested in exploring characters' emotions. You will love reading the book you choose if it fits your preference. One huge benefit of reading books is it helps to reduce stress. When we read a really engrossing book, it actively engages our imaginations, which in turn distracts us from our daily stresses. In addition, it is possible that the subject we read can bring about immense inner peace and tranquility. Furthermore, reading books help us to expand our vocabulary. We will get exposure to a lot of new words we are reading, and this will help us in our speaking and writing skills. Moreover, reading books like mystery novel will allow us to put critical and analytical thinking to work by taking note of all the details provided and sorting them out to determine the solution of the mystery. There are only some of the many benefits of reading books. I really hope all my friends will start reading books from their own gains, for their own gain.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, if you were to compare this particular essay to the previous one, what would you say about this, the language proficiency? We'll just focus on the language proficiency first. This has a better array of vocabulary. Does
The
it?
structures are a bit more complex.
The
Slightly,
structures of sentences are complex. How about the vocabulary? The choices of lexicals, the words.
They're slightly wider.
And deeper, isn't it? And there are usages of colons and semicolons and all. Okay. Now, how about the fulfillment of the requirement of the question? Genres of book you like to read, benefits of reading books, that's in plural, your recommendation to your friends. Now, there are the genres: thriller, fantasy, romance. So there are more than one. So there are 3 genres. So what could you conclude from here? They have fulfilled the first. The candidate has fulfilled the first requirement. Now, the second one, benefits: reduce stress, bring about immense inner peace and tranquility, expand our vocabulary, allow us to put critical and analytical thinking to work. So these are the benefits. So the benefits are laid out in a very good manner. Okay, and then these are only some of the many benefits. I really hope all my friends will start reading books for their own gain. So recommendation is done towards the end, whereby this person is encouraging the particular his friends or his lot of friends to read books for their own gains. So that is the recommendation. Now, Where would you grade this? How, I mean, and which range would you grade this? Can this go up to 18? 17, 18, 19? Trust me, the mark range for this would be 17, 18, 19. It can go up to 19. It is almost perfect. Now I'll give you one more. We'll discuss one more example. Sample 3. Okay, who would volunteer to read this?
Sir, can I read?
Yes, please.
Sample 3. Your class has been discussing on the vaccination of COVID-19 during English lesson. Your teacher has asked you to write an essay on the importance of the vaccination. In your essay, you should write about priority group to be vaccinated, the benefits of the vaccination, your personal recommendation.
So here, the discussion has been on the vaccination of COVID-19 during English lesson. Okay, so your teacher has asked you to write an essay on the importance of vaccination. So in your essay, you should cover priority group to be vaccinated, the benefits of the vaccination, your personal recommendation. Right? Now, let's see. Now, could I have another volunteer to read this for me?
Sir, may I try?
Your name?
Jiroshan.
Okay, Jiroshan, yes, go ahead.
There has been a constant debate on whether the vaccination is necessary or otherwise. There are many news and information which are not reliable, and most of the time, these news travel very quickly through the social media. However, it is the only available solution for us to curb the pandemic. The priority has been given to the frontliners as they are the most vulnerable ones. After that, those who have medical conditions such as diabetes or asthmatic are administered the vaccination. There are many benefits of the vaccination. Firstly, this vaccination will boost the antibody of the individuals who take it. Secondly, it also serves as the agent to control the severity of the pandemic. Thirdly, the vaccine will lessen the symptoms and develop the defense against the spreading of the virus. I would strongly suggest that every individual has to take the vaccine so that we could do the least we could in combating the COVID-19 pandemic.
All right, okay. Now, let's see. In the introduction, there is a generalization on the necessity of vaccination. And then we have the other elements. Let's see the criteria. Priority group to be vaccinated, the benefits of the vaccination, your personal recommendation. Let's see. Now, priority group, is it spoken about? The priority has been given to the frontliners, so yes, number 1. And those with medical conditions such as diabetes or asthmatic. All right, fine. Now, the second point, the second bullet is the benefits of vaccination. Boost the antibody, serves as the agent to control the severity of the pandemic, lessen the symptom and develop the defense against the spreading of the virus. And then the third one, personal recommendation, would strongly urge every individual to take the vaccine so that they could we could do the least we could in combating the pandemic. So what would you conclude about the language proficiency of this particular essay? Remember, the topic is more complex. Yeah, this is a relatively difficult topic. It is about vaccination, and it spoke about target group. It spoke about the benefits as well as your recommendation. So, has this candidate fulfilled all the criteria?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, no. Basically, if you were to analyze from sample 1 right up to sample 3, all 3 candidates have fulfilled all the criteria. So that way, content is done. Okay. However, organization, language proficiency, as well as the communicative achievement would somehow represent you in such a way towards the or to the examiners, so that they would decide and confer the marks you deserve. Well, can this one go up to 20? Yes, no?
I think it can, teacher.
Okay, well, it can, but I would not. So this would probably be getting an A7 as 18 or a 19. Okay. Now, I hope you get an idea of what is needed to score. Never mind if you did not, because in the days to come, in another 2 days, I will be focusing on the introduction. Tomorrow we'll be focusing on the introduction writing in generally. What are the variants that you could possibly use to develop an introduction? That will be discussed tomorrow, and the body of content based on your syllabus as well. So we would go through those details in the days to come. So you will have a clear and thorough idea as to how you could develop this. You see, if you were to write any essays, in case in the future, if you were to attempt to write essays, and if I really have the time, I would like to read, and I wouldn't probably be marking it for you, but I can randomly tell you how many marks or how much would you deserve. Okay, so I have presented three different sample questions, as well as sample answers for you to take into consideration. Now, I'm sure you would want to ask a lot of questions. In fact, I am anticipating many questions. I would spare the time eventually later after we are done with vocabulary. Now, the vocabulary for today, we are at alphabet G today. Gemue, a complete range or extent. Garish, tastelessly showy. Garrulous, full of trivial conversation. Genial, kind and friendly. Germane, relevant and appropriate. Make sure you take down these words. It will be on YouTube, and you can even screenshot this and make use of these words in your essays. And also for tomorrow and Wednesday. No, there wouldn't be any class on Wednesday. Tomorrow and Thursday, have a little longer. We'll take a little longer to explain and to explore those areas that we are yet to discuss. Okay. All right. Now, thank you. Any questions, students? I would want to answer your questions in regards to the essays. Now, should we have any questions? You could ask me.